Hi guys, and welcome back to the extended Pentagon Challenge, part 24. We are still with FBC Melgar and Nigeria, FBC Melgar in Peru, as you will remember. And we are now at the end of the season with FBC, and first things first will be to run you through the fixtures. So the last result, I think you got, because obviously the last episode was actually a Nigeria game, was the Atletico Torino game. So then after Atletico Torino and some of the Nigeria games had occurred, we played Cienciano away from home and actually lost. Jean-Pierre Sanchez getting an own goal, then Dea Reyes getting another for Cienciano. Joel Orozco did pull one back for us, but in the end, Cienciano ended up the victors. To be honest, it was a pretty even match, and we probably did enough to get a draw out of the game. But in the end, Cienciano move away with the points. And then another loss to Wanorique away. Guillermo Rojas just after half time, getting the goal. Thiago got himself sent off. We dominated the match. Unfortunately, that didn't count for much as we lost the game 1-0, and a very disappointing result as we started to slump a little bit, and the slump was well and truly cemented when we drew at home to a struggling Universitario side. Ray Alva getting our goal, but that was cancelled out by Jorginho Cernak only 5 minutes later, and again a game we dominated but failed to capitalise upon. So 1 point out of a potential 9 really did start sending some alarm bells, and Cesar Vallejo were closing the gap every time. So it was quite important that we got back to winning ways, and we did with the game against Universidad San Martin. Normally a difficult game away. We have lost that fixture I think a couple of times already, but not this time. Jean-Pierre Sanchez, Jean Kamahara and Real Alva getting the goals all in the second half as we ran out winners and deserved winners as well, looking at the match stats. We then moved on to Union Comercio and another important win, a 3-1 victory. Jean-Pierre Sanchez, Gerson Pandura and Danielino getting the goals. Thiago unfortunately getting himself sent off again in quick succession. That's 2 sendings off, unfortunately. And in the end, that was the 3 points though. Junior Aguirre did pull one back for Union Comercio to make it 3-1. We then moved on to Cesar Vallejo, and we really need to get a draw at least in this game, and we did manage that. A 0-0 draw, probably could have won it in the end, but 0-0 was enough to keep Cesar Vallejo a few good points behind us in the league table. And so pretty much both teams cancelled each other out. We were suffering quite a lot of injuries at this time, and in fact you can see Luis Alberto Herrera playing there, which would not be a normal situation. But so a decent draw just keeps everything at bay. Next up was Atletico Torino, 4-1 win. Arnold Bagazzo, Jean Kamahara, Pablo Viola and Gerson Pandura responding after Roberto Ciuccio had put Atletico Torino in a bit of a shock lead against us. So good win as we continued our good form. It was all ended again. Cienciano seemed to be a bit of a bogey side for us, and they defeated us again for the second time this season at our ground. Alexi Gomez with the only goal of the game. Again, we weren't really truly dominant. I think we dominated a little bit more than Cienciano. Probably a fair result was a draw, but they get the points anyway. Next up was Wanorique at home and a 3-1 win. Jean Kamahara and 2 from Pablo Viola. Mauricio Castro did get himself sent off, unfortunately, which was most disappointing. But in the end, we did enough for the points. Cervera getting the goal for Wanorique to reduce the deficit, but 3 points to Melgar on this day. The win against Universitario would book our slot in the final, and we got it. Felipe Brito opened up the scoring. Alexander Suka did respond in the 57th minute, but Jean-Pierre Sanchez got the winner. And as we when it went onwards to the final and a good win, 2-1 win, in the Stadio Monumental in Lima. Quite high heat, 35 degrees Celsius. That game was played in November, but yeah, so a good win for us, and we marched on really. Final game of the season didn't mean a lot to us, didn't mean a lot to Universidad San Martin, but we ended up winning anyway. Dan Lina with the only goal, 18 minutes from time, as we won in a game which we pretty much dominated. Which brings us up to the final game, and I guess I'll show you the league table. Yes, we will be playing Alianza again. It's a repeat of last year's final. The final league table finished like this. Alianza in the end actually would have won a normal league from us by 2 points. Sports Huancayo actually had a fantastic season. Actually, they did. To get 88 points for a team of their stature is very good. They finished third. Alfonso Ugarte again up there. Cesar Vallejo, as you can see, did drop quite a lot of points towards the end of the season. Jose Galvez with another impressive season. Juan Ulrich, Municipal, Cienciano, poor season by their standards, although they certainly did a job on us most times they played us. Universidad San Martin, Cristal with a poor season. Union Comece, Universitario with a very poor season actually, they're not far off getting relegated. Sport Boys survive, and Atletico Torino go down. We'll see her with Leon de Juanuco. So, if I just could show you the splits, which I guess will show you how things finished in terms of this. So as you can see, Alianza from Sports, Huancayo and Melgar from Cesar Vallejo mean that they will play each other in the final again for the second year running. Before I show you the player stats, I'll just go to Nigeria, because we've obviously had to play quite a few fixtures since then. You saw the 2-1 win from Argentina, and you saw the 1-0 Mali win, and then we went and played Mauritius 3-0, and it was ended up being we ended up playing Mauritius and we won 3-0. George Monday with 2 and Solomon Kwambe with 1. I'm going to show you the goals. I quite like showing you the international goals for whatever reason. I think there's probably, because there's not a lot of games, it won't take up too much time. That's a bit quick, so let me just slow that down. I always do that. Let's put that there. And there we go. So yeah, Abaji here with the ball, and he just puts in Monday to Babalola. Babalola back to Monday, and Monday just bits out the pass there, but it doesn't get through, and Umo to the wing, Olafemi goes wide, comes to Bala, and bit saved. I can't remember this goal. I thought we would have scored from there, but Akoli to Omo, Elise, Olafemi. Oh yeah, Monday puts it in, so I think it's a cross now, and then the header, so that's a nice little goal. A lot of our work actually does come down that right wing, really. Olafemi, he's by far our best player. I mean, he's just recently gone from Sporting Lisbon to Chelsea. He's worth about 40 million, and Monday's second goal there, as you can see, a nice finish, as we went 2-0 up against Mauritius. In Mauritius, and then the third goal coming, Lise to Umo to Monday. Monday obviously having a great game this game. He really did run things, and Kwambe down the wing, always dangerous down the wings. And look at that, the goalkeeper left in no man's land, speculative, I think cross really, but he didn't mean it, but it was a goal anyway. So we beat Mauritius. We then played Cape Verde, and this one was quite a rip roarer in terms of there were 7 goals in the game. We led 5-0 at one point, but Cape Verde did peg us back a little bit. But a good performance again, and here we go with the first goal. So there, Luis losing the ball, and Ujar breaking forward, and just lets Olafemi deal with this, and there we are into the box, but Fernandez picks it up. Again, I can't remember any of these goals. I'm pretty sure I remember it being a header into the net, but clearly I'm off here, so I think I'll just commentate as if it's the first time I've seen this. But Elise, Umo to Bala, Monday, Elise, Monday into Bala into the back of the net, 1-0 Nigeria. And I think we're finding a little bit of form with Nigeria. I mean, the African Cup of Nations is coming up. I think it's going to obviously be an interesting tournament. We've got a chance of winning it. I don't know whether we will. I think we're one of those sides where it can either be very good or very, very poor. And as you can see, Olufemi, yeah, that's the one I remember. Adeyemi just nodding that in very nicely at the back post to make it 2-0. But yeah, I mean, back to that, and I think we will hopefully have a decent chance of winning it. Although I don't think we'll have the strongest squad necessarily. We should be amongst the favourites. As you can see, like everything comes down this wing. Olufemi, he's just ridiculously good. Just and inside to Ujar, goalkeeping not the best. 3-0 Nigeria, but every single time it's coming from Olufemi. Because he's by far our best player. And Adeyemi, Olise, Okoli, Adeyemi, Monday inside Adeyemi, bang, there it is. And I think that's 4-0 now to Nigeria. So yeah, I mean, so there's a fifth from Monday, as you saw, and a good performance. I think actually this is the last game I showed. It's taken longer than I thought it would, but yeah, I mean we are clearly performing a lot better now. Let's just see Cape Verde's goals, which I think will show you a little bit of the frailties we have. I mean, look at this, a bit of a mess in that midfield there as we lose the ball. And then the guys, you just letting him go forwards with the ball, letting him track away with the ball, and not enough closing. And by now I was on counter, but this is where I think with Nigeria having a few problems, just working out the best guys to fill in for some of these roles. But Heldon leaves him for dead. Zelouise has the easiest finish he'll ever lightly put in the back of the net. So there's their goal, and then obviously free kick. Yeah, you're not stopping that, and that's a nice tidy free kick. Anyway, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. So we beat them 5-2, and then we played Mali, and it was the crunch game, and we absolutely came up trumps. A 5-0 winner. Musa Guindo with an own goal. Anthony Uja, Kenneth Omaro, and Francis Adeyemi with 2. Adeyemi's actually coming into his own now. He's started off a few games, didn't really get any goals. He played for America, or did do America Mex in Mexico. He's obviously got a very good record for them. In 30 and 52 games, but he's now got a really good record for his country as well. But that's come in kind of fits really, because he's 2 this game and 2 the game before. So he's now looks like he's hitting some real form. We then went to Mauritius, or hosted Mauritius, and a double, 2 hat tricks, one from Akinfenwa Festus and Daniel Abaji, and a really good performance, 6-0 win, and that pretty much booked our position in the African Cup of Nations. And we ended up with actually a pretty toil ready, a fair toil against Cape Verde, who scored 2 against us again, as we won 3-2 in Praia in Cape Verde. Reginald Umo, George Monday, and Francis Adeyemi getting the goals. Al Misamena getting 2. And in fact, I think the only team to score against us was Cape Verde in the group. The group finished like that. So Mali qualified with us in second place. The groups are a bit weird. It depends on it's like the best qualifiers, or the teams that get the most points. So they finish in second place. So you can reasonably qualify in second place as long as you obviously dispose of the other teams in the group. Which obviously, as you can see, Sudan did pretty well, and Mali did pretty well, and Angola did enough to qualify. But we then got this group. So we have got Algeria, Mali again, and Senegal. We have beaten Senegal before. We have beaten Mali twice now. We've never played Algeria. under my tenure, but we did play obviously Morocco, which we didn't fare so well, who would be a similar side to Algeria. So I think that this is an eminently winnable group. I think we can get through this group and probably top the group. It will depend on how we kind of start. I think I would expect to beat Mali. I'd probably expect to beat Algeria, really. Where are they ranked in the world? They are ranked 30th. We are ranked 16th in the world. So, and that world ranking's got a lot better recently. Mali 52nd in the world, and Senegal are 24th in the world. So, by rights, we should be doing pretty well. I mean, we got Egypt, for example, 23rd in the world, but the holders and the hosts. So, Egypt, Ivory Coast, Togo, and Tunisia. That's a pretty tasty group, difficult group. Gabon, Ghana, Morocco, Sudan. You'd fancy Ghana and Morocco in that group. Angola, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, and South Africa. I'd probably fancy one of Cameroon and one other really in that group. So I will be covering the African Cup of Nations in the next episode. Actually, in the full tournament, kind of a special episode for you guys. Because I think that's what I'll do in international tournaments. I will actually show you the full tournament, so to speak. Anyway, let's. I've probably drawn this out long enough. Let's have a quick look at the player stats, and then get on with tonight's main event, so to speak. So, as you can see, Viola, rating-wise, done very well this season. Certainly improved. Goals haven't been too brilliant still. Pandora with 21, Pontigo with 20. The guy who's disappointed was Brito. Brito's only got 14, from 42 games, which to me is not brilliant really. He should be getting more than that. But to be fair, that's meant that Renzo Vera's played a lot more games. Yoel Orozco's, so there's a lot of these guys are naturally blooding into the team, so to speak. Got a few new guys coming in. Kamahara played this season 42 games, or started 42 games. So we've got a lot of starts in between. Between the main guys really. Anyway, let's move to the match. We've got Alianza first of all away. So let's go to counter and let's pick the team. And I think that is the strongest team we've got. And let's move on this. So, final of the Copa Movistar. We could potentially win it for a second season. I've decided that I'm not going to do my normal scouting. I'm just going to plug into it straight away. Might be a mistake, but anyway, let's do this. And we've gone counter. Sometimes it's difficult. Two-legged affairs, difficult to know where to stand. If we obviously get a positive result, let me just change this to key. Let's change this to pitch. Let's change that. And here we go, Vega to Coadio. Out to Valdivia. Valdivia inside to Guerrero. Guerrero back post. Oh, he's already hit the bar. Jesus, that was already a very close one. And we somehow get away with that. But Panduro out to Pontigo. Pontigo, Sanchez, Kamahara. The highlight goes. Castro to Pontigo. Pontigo back to Castro. Castro inside to Alva. Kamahara back to Castro. Short passing. Alva, nice in through ball. Pontigo. Castro looking for the cross. Alva. And that's poor, and that's going to set Coadio on his way, but he didn't set his man going there. Pontigo. Oh, Panduro swivels, but the shot is tame, and that's not going to hurt anyone at the end of the day. So still 0-0 here, and that'll be the end of that highlight. Yeah, the Coadio brothers, man, they had a really good season for Alianza. Castro, Pontigo to Danilino, Brito, Panduro, Pontigo out wide, back inside. Alva shoots. Oh, scores! Magical goal from Rey Alva. What a fantastic finish that was. He was about 20 yards out and he just struck that in the top corner. How about that for a goal in the final? Fantastic finish, as Melgar take a deserved, in my opinion, 1-0 lead. So fantastic, and good to get that away goal. Last time round, we got 2 away goals, and that was really good. Allowed us to play counter against Alianza and not really give up too much, but it'd be nice to get another one just to make things safer. Alva with the corner. Inside Panduro, Brito! It's 2-0! And from the corner, Brito has got it in, and Melgar lead 2-0. And it's deja vu, reminiscent of the first final between the clubs, as Alianza fall 2 goals behind at home. But they've got a chance to redeem themselves here. Guerrero inside, Claudio. Oh, Vega, good chance, but somehow blocked there by the Melgar defender. And that's not going to harm anyone. Leon for Alianza kicks it up the field. Claudio gets ahead on it, but it's not going to find his compatriot Panduro. Kamahara, Danielino, Pontigo. Can he send him gone? He has. Brito's in. Oh, what a great save. That was a fantastic save from the keeper there. Really kept his team in it. And that could have been curtains. And that corner's not very good in at all. But Melgar well on top here. Well on top. The finals have seemed to always go Melgar's way. Alianza don't seem to have a response to this. And changes to be made. Vera is going to come on for Panduro. Dianderas is going to come off for Juan Mayo, and that will be the change for now. Leon kicks upfield for Alianza, and it's recovered by Melgar, Kamahara, Danielino. A third goal would kill it now. Brito, Panduro just wide there, and that wasn't too far away from being the third in this game. And Begazzo to Alva. Alva in the centre of the pitch. Pontigo, Brito. Oh, tried to find his man, but Carrillo did enough to just stop it there. Villamarin out wide. Guerrero on the ball. Oh, that's a poor pass. He's not been able to get rid of it. He's dallied on it, and Brito's now got the ball. And could this be a third, which would effectively, I think, kill off the tie? Pontigo, Vera's in. Oh, against the keeper. He should have either side, and that would have been that. But in the end, he just could not find a net. Disappointing, really. As Vera, he could have been a bit of a hero there. Danielino, Brito, another opportunity. Chips the keeper. 3-0. That is that. Surely now there is no way back for Alianza. They have been absolutely dominated at home in this final. And Vera from the corner. Kamahara. Pontigo, Danielino, could have been a fourth, but that's it, and it's 3-0, and I think the Alianza fans know that this will be a very tough ask now. 3-0 in the first leg, and Melgar have got 1.5 feet, or 1.5 hands rather, on the trophy already at this stage, so a great win there, and let's move swiftly on to the second stage. Obviously the fans really happy with that, and so I said that I would make a decision on my future, and I think really guys, this will be my final season with Melgar. It probably doesn't at the end of the day, like, what am I staying for? A chance to win the Copa Libertadores? Well, it's going to be difficult to do that simply because the kind of players that are sorry, not the kind of players, but the kind of not one of the kind of players we can attract against the kind of teams that we'll be facing. I think the best chance to win the Copa Libertadores will be with a Brazilian or Argentinian side. Coimbe doubtful. Cup of Nations. That's a bit of a bugger. Anyway, let's leave that for now. Get our Melgar hat on. And so 3-0 up from the first tie. I think that gives us a huge advantage going into this second one. I mean, I'd be so disappointed now if we were to lose. Vera eligible for Christian Vera. 2.5 stars, probably not worth it at this stage. Pretty happy with everything at the moment. And yeah, so you're probably going to get two pretty big episodes actually back to back. You'll have this one, which obviously is the end of the season, and it is always pretty long. And you'll have the African Cup of Nations, which obviously could be quite a long one as well. So let's vote for this then. Best player, it's always Messi, man. The rating is just ridiculous. I'm gonna actually vote for Thomas Müller. Where's Müller? I'll give Messi the 3 points, and I'll give, who's got the most goals? Giovanni Simeone scored against us. Scored 1 goal against Nigeria, Argentina's goal when we played them. CAF Footballer of the Year. I can't vote for Olufemi, can I? No, that's ludicrous. He should win it. I guess let's just go down the list. Yaya Gay, Skanda Skyara, or whatever the name is. Ishak, Belfodi, Bertrand. Where is he? Bertrand Traore. And Isaac Kofi. Okay, and Young Player of the Year. He's only played 5 games, that bloke, so I'm gonna exclude him. I'm gonna go Gay, Dawadawi, and Amrain. But you know, Jeffrey Olufemi should bloody win that because he's had an absolutely brilliant season, and he's playing for Chelsea, and he was playing for Sporting Lisbon before that. So playing a lot of games, quality standard. Quickly do this. Is Orozco not of the stand anymore? Yeah, he's pretty crap now. Yeah, I think it's probably time to list him. Back up. Yeah, well, I guess he's not. Jean Vera dismissed that. Robert Daval. Diva, he's worth off from the contract. So let's give him one. And lock that so he doesn't try and change it. And we'll do that. Nicely. Wage budget adjustment. Adjust wage budget, fine. Drop Real for Videla. Unfortunately, this guy can't play because he's not registered yet, so not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Because so that's a name. No, she's got has until the 2nd of Jan to name his team. 23. Which point? 23 man list must be submitted from competition government. Well, so I've still got time to do that, and yeah, let's keep going. So guys, I'm gonna go counter, even though we're at home to Alianza. Sellout expected, as you would expect. Alianza will be bringing 25,000 fans, as obviously Alianza, probably the biggest club in Peru, no doubt about that. So we've kind of been messing up their little party for the last 2 years, which unfortunately for Melbourne I think will end right after this game, because obviously I'll be resigning my post. But one thing I should note as well, you remember me having problems with the Hall of Fame? I resolved it, but kind of. So I managed to resolve it. What happened was when I installed one of the new skins, it wasn't working. So I've had this problem where I've had 2 Sports Interactive folders in my documents, which is annoying anyway. So I had to delete one, and then it started working. But I realised that when I deleted it, I must have deleted the Hall of Fame. So I looked into my deleted in my recycle bin, restored it. So I've got all my cuts back, apart from the actual obviously Peruvian title that we won. which is annoying, I must admit. So we've lost out on one of those, but in from the Hall of Fame anyway. But to be honest, it will be fine, and it should appear here anyway. A Melgar with a trophy if we can finish off the job against Alianza, which at the moment it looks like we should be able to do. I'm going to decline the contract talks because I will be leaving at the end of the season, regardless of what happens. And we're looking for our second title in a row here. And Thiago and Danilinho. Can I not register? Can I register him? No. Can't be registered. So anyway, we're going to go counter again because I think Allianz obviously need to attack. They're playing both Coadios up front. And I think the safest option is to obviously defend and hit them on the break as much as we can. I don't think with counter it's been very rarely that I've lost a 2-goal lead or something like that. So should be okay, but we'll see how we go. And so this is the start. And Vega into the box and away from Dianderas, and Brito will gather in his own box. Dianderas to Sanchez to Kamahara, Danilinho on the ball, Brito to Thiago, advancing up the pitch. Thiago plays in Pontigo. Pontigo shoots. Pontigo scores. It's 4-0 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night, and 3 minutes in, Melgar are already 1-0 up, and that surely is that for Alianza. Never say never, but that surely has ended any chance they had. Echimendi on the ball, Vega for Alianza. Vega across to Guerrero looking for the overlap, but the guy's not running. Valdivia, back to Guerrero. He's got a lot of space now. Can he put something good into the box? Coadio, and it falls to Vega in the box, and they've pulled one back immediately. It's Niger Vega who's pulled one back. 1-1 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate, and maybe Alianza can pull themselves back into this tie. It was looking all but dead, but that goal just opens up a chink of light at the end of that tunnel for Alianza. Oh, Coadio, he's brought down Kamahara. That looks like that might be a dangerous one, but he's nothing given there. Bagasso, Thiago to Bagasso. Thiago, Danilinho to Panduro, Pontigo, Brito, Danilinho, Panduro, Brito. Oh, good save by Chavez. Brito was in there, and that could have been curtains again. Panduro, he's got another chance for Melgar. Panduro swerved on the ball, but a tame effort in the end as he looked to curl it with his left foot. And a 1-1 here. The game plan's been pretty much working for Melgar. They got that early goal. Alianza did respond, but largely it's Alianza have not made any progress against the target, which was to get obviously 3 goals. They still need 3 goals, although those 3 goals would obviously win them the tie on away goals now. Penalties now ruled out, I believe. Duclos to Granda, and that's the end of that highlight. Again, Alianza not created a lot in comparison to Melgar. Kamahara and Thiago in the centre of the field. Danilinho, Panduro. Oh, lovely. Pontigo, 2-1. Game over. Melgar are about to win a second title. That was just so slick. That football. Ball comes in. Guy makes a little run. And he's onside. And that's the end of that. And let's give a few run-outs to some of the guys. So Vera, you can have a few minutes. Son, enjoy it. You can have a few minutes. Enjoy it. And Seminario, well, we'll bring you one a bit later. But yeah, I mean, game over here. Don't matter really. Guerrero into the box. Oh, Carrillo, good goal. Alianza pool level on the night again. But it's all over. It's all over as a contest. There's no chance now that Allianz are going to get 3 goals in the 10 remaining minutes. I might have seen a lot of things in football, but I've never seen that. And that's the end of that. Another title for Melgar is about to come true as Chavez picks this up, and that is that the draw will be enough for Melgar to win a second Copper Movistar in a row. A fantastic achievement. That's 2 in a row now for Melgar. 2 in a row for Salazar. So, you know, fantastic stuff. And Melgar retain the trophy. 2 times in a row for Melgar. Melgar happy, always capable of winning it. Zuniga declares a proud day for fans. It's done the fans proud. Okay, Alianza sacks Zamora. Wow, that is rough. That is rough. I mean, the guy just basically led them to the final, and because they didn't win it, you know, he's got the sack. That is harsh, I think. 2-2 in the end. That game, Pontiga got a goal. The fans are jubilant. We're happy. Melgar given 108k. There was usually for Luca Pontiga. The Monument at Virgin, he scored, and we're in a Copa Libertadores again, which means that it's time to resign our post here. Resign from Melgar. Yep. So actually, before I do that, let's just check that has gone into the Hall of Fame. It has, and let's just check that has gone into the achievement section. So as you can see, we won 2 Torneo Descentralizados, the Football Profesional de Peru, or the, as we like to call it, Copa Movistar trophy. But yeah, that is that. I've enjoyed my time with Melgar and in Peru, but we are done here for today, and we are done with Melgar, so I will be resigning my role, and Salazar quits Mariano Melgar post. Andres Salazar's resigned from his post. Salazar's El Domino team lifted the Torneo, the Peru title, 2021, 2022. Salazar remains manager of Nigeria. Melgar will now be looking for a new manager. Pundits say Clemente Rodriguez, Boca Juniors and Sao Paulo. So he's quite a high-profile guy. Maxi Bianucci, again, Tigre manager, back at like years ago. Willie Caballero, I've heard of this guy. Used to be a goalkeeper, didn't he? Won the Olympic Games. Yeah, he used to be a goalkeeper, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, anyway. So that is that. See me in the next episode where we'll be taking Nigeria to the African Cup of Nations. I think that will be my final run with Nigeria as well, because I don't think we're going to be good enough to win a. Let's see available jobs as well. Yeah, I don't think we'll be good enough to win a World Cup or anything like that. So the other thing I want to do before I forget is to add and remove leagues. So Peru, we're not going to come back, there's no need. We're now going to add Uruguay to the Segunda. And yeah, so as you can see, we've now completed Hong Kong, we've now completed India, Indonesia and Peru. So we're moving along very nicely at the moment. And Uruguay pending nation 1st of the 7th 2023, so it's going to take a while for that one to come in. But yeah, guys, thanks very much for watching. That was episode 24. Yeah, 24. We won the title again with Melgar, a great achievement. And stick around for the AFC Cup of Nations, which will be the next episode, and then also obviously I'll be looking to get back into club football management, and potentially then also look at whether I can take over another nation if I do end up resigning from Nigeria. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. I am out.